Hello, Aries. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of September 2021. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm going to use my white tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Aries, with a Work Your Light oracle card. I was feeling ready to just go ahead and start shuffling the cards for you, Aries, so you can see that that's exactly what I'm doing here. Let's move into the reading. What do we need to know for the sign of Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of September 2021? All right, revelations, Aries. There's probably something that you were, either you didn't know that you needed to know, or the answer that you've been waiting for finally comes through. It's like something gets revealed, something gets, dare I say, exposed, but something, something that you've been wanting to figure out. Looks like you get the answers, looks like you get that clarity, looks like it gets revealed probably within this first week of September. As this relates to your money, this could be the this could be the key that really unlocked whatever it is that you were, trying to figure out on your own. But I do think this is going to be something probably significant as it relates to your money. And I say that because I'm looking at some of the cards here. Now, the Queen of Wands, that's changes in the workplace. Could be a change of staffing, could be a change in operations, could be a change in the structure of what you do. Whatever environment that you are doing your work in, that is going to have some type of change. And this is physical change, right? This is like I said, it's like either literally moving around, shuffling people. I also feel like it could be changes in the office, like something even as simple as changing the furniture. But there's definitely going to be changes in your workplace or wherever it is that you do your work. There's going to be changes to that environment, okay? Next up, we have the Magician. The Magician is someone who is not utilizing everything at his disposal when he shows up in the reverse. So, Aries, you have a lot of things that, a lot of resources, a lot of skills, a lot of contacts, a lot of abilities that maybe you're not taking full advantage of, but you're going to have to really kind of maybe change that, because that really could be, like I said, the game changer in your money situation. It's not because you don't have what you need in order to make the money you want, but you do have to use what you have. And I know sometimes that's boring, or sometimes we just don't see it, or sometimes we take things for granted. Like, I know I've done this. It's like I realize, oh, I have, certain equipment, or I have certain things at my disposal, but I don't use them because I don't see them as tools in order to get me to where I want to go. So that's something to pay attention to, Aries, right? Because that, like I said, that's going to be a game changer in your money game. Next, we have the Nine of Cups. That's a really positive card. I love that card. It's the wish card. When it's in the reverse, it just means your wish is coming true. Probably not exactly as you had hoped for. Or maybe it's just to a lesser degree. But whatever you've been wishing for, hoping for, working towards, it does show up. Like I said, the form, or the timing could be a little off. But don't get discouraged, because what you want is on its way, especially anything money related. We have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about, now this is interesting, Aries. This card is a card of regrets, or maybe wishing that things were different. Could it be that you're feeling a little ambivalent about your money situation? Everybody goes through that. you might just be feeling it a little bit more this month, Aries. You know, you might be feeling a little, and I don't even want to say discouraged, but maybe feeling like maybe something from your past, oh, you could have done something different, or, you know, maybe I should have, you know, taken that opportunity when the time was right. It's one of those things where you just kind of do some reflection. And this, I have a feeling, could be related to this revelation here. You know, maybe you find something out, you're like, oh, wow, I could have, you know, I could have had that job, or I could have, you know, invested in that particular thing, and now I'm kicking myself because of it. You know, it's one of those types of things. Trust me, everybody goes through it, so I don't want you to dwell too much on that, okay? Don't let that energy mess up your money mentality. Don't let that, you know, disrupt the flow that is on its way to you, clearly. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is the card of level up. When it shows up in the reverse, it means you're hesitating about leveling up for some reason. It's like, you know, it's time to take that next level. You know, it's time to make that next move. You know, it's time to advance in your career or to do something bigger, better, stronger in your business. But for some reason, you're hesitating, right? It's time to go big. If that's a sign you were waiting for, it's time to go big. Let this card be that sign. All right, if it's time to launch your business, launch. If it's time to apply for that promotion, do it. If it's time to invest in that property, do it. You know, obviously I'm not saying put yourself in a bind, but, you know, when you're ready, you're ready. All right, Aries, let's see what else shows up for you. Whoa. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of September 2021. What do we need to know for the sign of Aries? All right, you're definitely in a rebuilding phase. I thought I saw another card flip over. Maybe not. Okay. All right, Aries, as we move into the second week of September, you're definitely in a phase of rebuilding here. Interesting, because here, this is money mindset. The Five of Pentacles, you know, sometimes that's being our own worst enemy internally. It's like a self-sabotaging card, and I'm wondering if that's part of what we're seeing here. You know, maybe you're in a little bit of a funk, and maybe you're feeling a little disillusioned about your money situation. Now, Aries, this is not something, again, to stress and worry about, but you are going to have to take some active steps to correct that, because, again, you can get in your own way, and you can stifle your own growth financially if you don't pay attention to that, okay? We have the Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups in reverse, that means something from your past is kind of shadowing where you are presently. You know, again, I'm feeling like these cards are kind of telling a story here, in the sense that, you know, you're feeling a little remorseful or regret about something. You're hesitating about leveling up. You're kind of doing some things that are holding you back. And then there's something from your past that's kind of overshadowing what you're doing right now. I want to say that you're going to figure this out, and I can say that by the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card is a card of enlightenment, wisdom. He goes within, figures out what needs to be dealt with, and he deals with it, okay? But he has to do it on his own. Aries, I have the feeling that this is something you're going to have to go through. You're going to have to figure this out on your own. Now, obviously, I'm not saying, you know, if you need counseling, therapy, support, mentorship, I'm not saying don't do that. But really, the answers are going to come when you're on your own, especially things related to your money. Remember, money is, it's an inner game. Wealth starts in the mind. And sometimes the only thing holding us back from making the money we want is our own beliefs about what we can do and who we are. And once you kind of fix that and you correct that and you learn to identify yourself in a new way as someone who is worthy, someone who is deserving, someone who is capable, then literally the floodgates will unlock and money will flow to you in crazy astronomical ways. And I say this because I speak from experience, and I just want to throw that out there, Aries, because I see that a little bit that's what's happening here. Now we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of rebuilding. This is a card of, you know, a lot of times the Tower card will show up when something has to be deconstructed, when something has to be taken apart, something has to be literally broken down so you can have a breakthrough. So it looks like that happens for you at some point in the month, Aries. Okay, September is going to be a month of clarity and a month of answers coming through. You know, money is always the effect, but it's really what's going on internally, and really digging deep and doing that inner work in order for you to create the wealth experience that you want to have. Now, here's where it gets fun, because we have the Eight of Pentacles next. This is a card of being very, very busy. You know, work starts coming in. You know, you either get more hours, or you get a bunch more, you know, customers or clients. You know, maybe you take on a second job. Maybe, you know, you start selling something and now you got to work to start putting it all together. But just know that this is probably going to be a little phase that you go through. But once you do, you're going to be rewarded for doing the inner work. You are going to be busy, and when I say you're going to be busy, it means you're going to be busy with work. You're going to be busy with income-producing activities, right? It's going to pay off. You know, you're going to see the fruits of your labor, so to speak. So by the time we get to the end of the second week of September, understand that you are going to be busy. You are going to be creating a lot of probably income or sales or whatever you do for yourself. And, you know, it's one of those things, too, where you just have to stay focused. That's what I'm feeling. The word focused is coming through. So, you know, pay attention to how you're feeling, but then stay focused on the opportunities that show up, because they're gonna pay off. You're going to be rewarded quite well. All right, Aries. Let's see what else shows up. I don't know, is this, I'm not feeling like that's reversed. It's kind of sideways. All right, let's see what else shows up for Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of September 2021. Interesting, we've got two powerful, oh no. I thought we had two repeaters here. I thought this is a repeater, but this is the Queen, that's the King. But this is a repeater, that Moon card, in the reverse, which means more answers are coming your way. All right, as we move into the second half of the month, Aries, get ready. Like I said, more information, more things being exposed, more answers, more information. I keep getting information. More is coming your way. If you're hesitating about whether or not you know all the details of something, you're going to get some information at the beginning of the month, but then the second half of the month, there's going to be even more that gets revealed, okay? But let's start with the Two of Cups. That's a divine connection. I do feel like this is going to be a person. Now, I'm not picking up that this is a romantic connection, but I do feel like there's going to be a professional connection that's going to be very, very profitable for you, Aries. This could be a coworker, a colleague, maybe a manager, executive, somebody you work with. It could also be a customer or a client. It's just like a really good soulmate connection, but in the professional sense, okay? Next, we have the High Priestess. I love this card. This is the card of intuition, inner guidance, having that insight and that wisdom. And again, because she's in line with the Moon card here, this tells me that once you kind of get a little taste of whatever this information is here, it really kind of turns on your intuitive sixth sense, right? Your gut feelings. So trust yourself with how you feel. Listen to what's coming through for you. If something's being downloaded to you, you know, either in meditation, prayer, or just when you're in the shower, whatever the case may be, pay attention to those insights and pay attention to any information that comes through to you, because it is going to be something intuitively driven. Next, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is another workplace card. King of Wands talks about someone noticing you in the workplace, and it's usually someone higher up, right? It's usually a manager, an executive, someone at the higher levels, someone who is noticing you and the work that you do. And because it's in the upright, it's a good thing, you know. So maybe you're being considered for a promotion. Maybe somebody is just very, very happy with the work you do. They're happy with your results. They're happy with, you know, what it is that you are creating. So this is good. This is good attention coming from the higher ups onto you. And even if you don't work, if you have a business, there's somebody that's noticing you. There's somebody that's really acknowledging, well, they don't always acknowledge, but I should say someone who's really appreciating and paying attention to what you're doing. This could even be a teacher. For those of you who are students, one of your teachers is very impressed with you. Next we have the Moon card. Oh, I already talked about that. There's more information coming through, more revelations, more things being exposed. Next we have the Eight of Swords, a card I love to see in the reverse because that's breaking free of self-limiting beliefs, right? Self-imposed limitations here is what this card's about. When it's in the reverse, it means that you're breaking free of that. And I'm not surprised because it looks like you kind of went through something roughly in the second week here, and it looks like you finally get that resolved within yourself by the time we hit the second half of September. Finally, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is another fun card. It's a very positive, celebratory card. It's happiness, joy, peace, all the fun things, excitement. When it's in the reverse, it just means it's to a little bit of a lesser degree, but it's still a very positive card. So it looks like things are definitely going to be working in your favor financially by the time we hit that third week of September. This is good news, good money news. Oh yeah, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. What do we need to know for Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of September 2021? Nice. All right, Aries. So you're going to have a really good, I have a feeling the second half of September is going to be better than the first half. Not that the first half is bad, but it just looks like you're going through some stuff, you know, and a lot of us are, you know. I think as we move into fall, you know, it's a time of change, and it's a time of kind of also going within. But let's start with this Ace of Pentacles, another good luck. Well, I shouldn't even say luck. This is just a good money card. This means yes, anything money related that you're working on. It means yes, it's working. The answer is yes, you're getting the loan, you're getting the job, you're getting the client. Anything good as it relates to money, finances is showing up for you here. This is a very exciting card. And it is also, I'm going to say, a well-deserved card because, like I said, considering the things you've been going through throughout the month, Aries, this is a beautiful card to see. We also have the Six of Cups. Now, this is a repeater here. Again, this is stuff from the past creeping up, shadowing your present, you know, circumstances. What is it in your past that you need to get resolved? I guess that's the question we need to ask here. There's something from your past that either needs to be let go, forgiven, acknowledged, dealt with. And once you do that, it's not going to impact you anymore, especially your money. We have the Two of Pentacles. That's the card of budgeting, right? So pay attention to your budget. You need to make sure that everything is taken care of. Make sure everything is in alignment financially. You know, pay your bills. Make sure your savings is stacked. Make sure you're caught up, right? Because the budget needs to be tight, right? As we move into this, I want to say latter part of the year. I've been seeing this in almost all the signs readings. So we need to make sure that our budget is on point, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen as far as, you know, globally, although I have some ideas. But we just need to be prepared, right? And being prepared means, you know, tracking our expenses and keeping track of everything that comes in and everything that goes out. Next, we have the Justice card. Justice card in reverse means there's a decision being made, but you have no say over it whatsoever. Could be a legal decision. Usually that's the case with this card here, but not always. It's just a decision being made without you having any say in it, you having no input, you having no influence on the decision at all. However, that doesn't mean it affects you negatively. It just means that you are no component to the decision-making process. But I don't want you to worry about that, because the Sun card tells us that it's all good. This is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It's a beautiful way to end your month on a high note, Aries. This is really, really good. Again, this is the answer yes. This means money is coming. This means that, you know, wealth is definitely prospering for you. Abundance, more than enough. Get excited, because your money game is really going to come together by the time September closes out. So whatever it is that you are, you know, working towards, I want you to understand, and I want you to be ready that it's coming. You know, sometimes though, when money is on the way, we have to be ready to receive it. We have to have the capacity to manage it, okay? And that's not only just money, but it's also the things that bring money to us, right? It's like, are you ready for that promotion? You know, are you ready to, you know, buy that investment property? Do you know what you need to do to be an investor? Do you know what you need to do to be a business owner or an entrepreneur or whatever, right? So the things are coming. It's very exciting, Aries. Like I said, I hope you are ready. All right, so let's go ahead and close out your reading, Aries, with a Work Your Light Oracle card. This is a new to me Oracle deck. It's very beautiful. I'm excited to be working with it this month. And yeah, it's just so, it's very unique. I really like the messages. All right, so you got the card. Now, if I'm mispronouncing this, feel free to correct me. I am open to correction. But I think this is pronounced, is it Pleiades or Pleiades? I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. The card says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Wow, that is interesting. And check out the picture too. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. I think that's a calling for you, Aries. Uplifting. You know, sometimes we have to get our own stuff dealt with so we can help others deal with their stuff. That's what I'm feeling for this card. But you could pick up something different. All right, Aries, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.